The 50th anniversary of Juneteenth Buffalo is this weekend. It's a benchmark that has been built on decades of persistence, heritage, and tradition. That includes tomorrow morning's parade. Ahead of that, we welcome in Juneteenth Buffalo Vice President Ross Jomo, living legend in some of these parts here. But Ross, let me first start off by welcoming you on into our studio here and tell us about what's happening for Juneteenth Buffalo.
Thank you. Juneteenth Buffalo is happening right now, literally as we speak. The energy there's going to be events tonight. There's a big prayer inside of the park, pre-praise and worship. The Buffalo Police Department is helping to sponsor a basketball tournament tonight. So people can't even wait until tomorrow. And I'm sitting here clicking my heels, looking at the weather forecast. I feel really good. How do you feel?
I feel really good too. Yeah, things are starting off sunny. So tell us where things are already saying that things are already happening.
Listen,
where are they happening at right now?
The park is full right now. With it being a beautiful day, volunteers, vendors from all over America, they're already in the city of Buffalo setting up. I mean, what a time for Buffalo, just festival weekend. Inside of Martin Luther King Park right now at 6 p.m., right at the Martin Luther King bus, there's going to be pre-praise and worship, always praying for our community, our people, and just forward mobility. There's going to be a basketball tournament. There's going to be a last-minute drum class at 6 p.m. Under the shelter. So there's going to be a lot of drummers, there's going to be a lot of praying, and there's going to be a lot of music, and then there's going to be a basketball tournament. And then people got to go home. They don't got to go to bed, but the weather's going to be nice. And the parade starts tomorrow at, I think it's 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Yeah, I mean,
out there,
yeah. So, I mean, I'm inviting everybody to please get there early, get along the parade route early. Because there's a lot of excitement this year. I heard there's a special guest going to be there. This city is just full of visitors. People are coming in, I'm getting texts. Family and friends are arriving in, checking in hotels. The excitement is in the air.
Yeah, definitely. I think I know who you're talking about with the special guest. I don't want to leak any names, though, so we'll keep that.
Your word on the street is mumbling, so people are talking, so yeah.
Definitely. But the 50th anniversary, that's going to mean something. You know, we're not talking about 18 or 42, you know, the 50th anniversary. That seems to have some sort of significance, right?
It has significance for the people who actually founded the festival and who are still alive, and those ones who have been working. We're talking about struggles known and unknown of elders and even some ancestors who have passed on. We were communicating. A lot of people don't know that, you know, we usually didn't have a parade that lasted, you know, 4 or 5 hours. We usually didn't have sponsorship from all of the government officials, the businesses, the other organizations. It used to be a time when the board members themselves would even put their own houses up just to get enough money to have Juneteenth Festival.
Wow.
And now all over the world, people are talking about the city of Buffalo and Buffalo's Juneteenth Festival. Based upon our collaborative efforts and all the partners, even the media, you all have helped us so much just by being there, flashing your signs and in the parade. And those things mean a lot.
And we will be there once again this year. I think the calling time is 8 in the morning, something like that. So we'll have some time before everything jumps off.
A couple of minutes before 8. It's like I could feel it right now.
Right. Do you have any numbers on just how many people actually march in the parade? And how many organizations or how many vendors are going to be there? And what's new this year?
Well, many, many, many. I'll say that number because people want to say, no, we're bigger by this amount. Yeah. We're one of the largest Juneteenth festivals in America. Put it this way. Thousands of people are in the parade. There are 5 divisions. It will move effectively, but all over the city of Buffalo, people are still practicing and getting ready, old and young. I don't know how many people are going to be at the parade, but I know that the people at the parade are going to have to compete with people who are going to already be in the park, because we have a lot of vendors from all over, even out of town this year. We've had expanded areas because we have a whole special youth zone, which is different than any other year. We're talking about access to business, access to jobs, access to empowerment, access to leisure, working collaboratively with other employee and educational partners, in addition to 3 stages. We have like jump rope, and we have like a larger than before agricultural pavilion that's talking about health, it's talking about access to food, it's talking about home and family garden, as well as nutrition and other things that we need. There are so many categories that have expanded because our community is more hungry and more ready for good things. And I'm happy that we have a lot of partners who can, get in where they fit in, and it's just growing exponentially. You have to really see it to believe it. There are over probably 24 committees that are doing totally different work just to make this happen.
Right, and we can't wait for the weekend to get here, Juneteenth Buffalo. It's going to be another one to remember.
Yes.
Ross Jomo, thank you.
Thank you.
For the time.
Thank
Appreciate it.